Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Len. Today we're going to cook one of my favorite dinners. It's called sausage rigatoni. It's easy, quick, and delicious. So if you guys are ready, let's get our aprons on and let's get cooking. Alright, to start, you're going to get a stock pot and you're going to fill it probably maybe 6 cups of water. We're going to need this to boil some noodles, so I'm going to put that on the stove. I'm going to cover it up. All right, while we are waiting for the noodles, we're going to do a little bit of prep work. You're going to need an onion. It's not an onion. You're going to need an onion. You need a pepper. You're going to need some garlic. So, with this onion, I'll show you a little trick that I learned working in wood. Forgot my apron. That way I don't get crap on my clothes. Okay. Well, I'm going to cut the root off. Or not the root, but the top of the onion. Right. So now with the cut side down, I'm going to cut right in through the root. Cut it right in half. Now, from what the old lady told me when I worked in a restaurant, is that that'll cut down on the onion smells and you won't cry as much. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I don't cry too much when I cut these onions up. Now we're just going to take this first layer off. Slice down. We're just going to chop up some onion. Watch your fingers. Get close to the end. I just grab it. No, I'm not good at this crap. Ooh, almost got it. Got my fingers. Watch it. That should be about half an onion. Should be good for this recipe. We're going to get our pepper. I mean, you can watch YouTube videos or other TikTok videos that show you how to do this. You know, other people's got some weird ways. I just cut the top and the bottoms off. And I like to use the big chunks, so we're just gonna cut away. There we go. Slice it down here. And make sure you wash your pepper before you cut it. You don't know where that's been. That, some good sized chunks. Then we're going to cut away the insides. Get rid of that. Still some more in there. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to cut with the skin side up. A little bit easier to cut. Watch your fingers. Watch those fingers. And we'll save this other half of the pepper for a rainy day or some other recipe throughout the week. And you can cut these up as you know, big or as small as you want. It's a preferential thing. You don't want something really big and chunky. Just cut it up small. Wife doesn't like stuff too chunky. She says she doesn't have a big mouth. I guess she's saying I do. Okay, so garlic. This is all up on how much you want to use. If you're not a big garlic person, you don't have to use garlic, or you can just use one clove, but I like to put like 3 in my recipes. We love garlic. I'll move this to the side. Now I have a mincer. You can pick these up at restaurants, or I mean at stores, or I got mine off of Amazon. If you can't, if you don't have one, I'll show you here in a second, but this is really easy. You would just put your garlic in this rubber thing, roll it around. It's going to take the skin off. And there we go. We just have to peel the rest of it off. Real simple and easy to do. Alright, so the other way, here it is that you've got to watch your fingers and your hands when you do this. You can take your knife that you guys got done chopping, put your garlic down, put that blade right on top of it, put the palm of your hand on the garlic and just pop it down. You don't have to hit through the counter, you just give it a little pop. Doing it this way will crush it a little bit and it'll get all sticky. You're just going to chop it up real fine like. Go slow. You don't want to cut yourself. Trust me on that. Okay, next thing we need to prep is some sausage. You can use links if you want, or I mean not links, but the whole sausages. You're gonna have to remove the casing on it. And basically, what we're gonna, you can just and then cut it up pretty good, maybe like into little chunks of like that. If you're using the casings, we're going to get a little messy here, so I'm gonna take the wedding ring off. And we just want to break this down into little chunks, so you're just going to tear it apart. You can use any kind of, I'm using Italian mild. It tastes really good at this place that we get it from. You can go a little spicier, you get some chorizo, I haven't tried that yet. You get some hot Italian sausage going. Or any kind of sausage you want. I mean, it's up to you. It's your meal. I'm just here to help out, get this going for you. Alright, now we got the sausage all crumbled up, ready to go. We got our veggies all prepped. Let's get to the stove and start cooking the stuff up. Alright, so I'm going to start with getting a skillet. Hopefully you got a non-stick one. Medium to high. We're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Your favorite brand or whatever. You get this nice and hot. You can tell it starts getting a little runny, really like water. It gets really runny. It's not thick like how it came out. Another way to test it is we're going to use a little bit of water. Just take your finger. Get a little tap water on your finger, flick it down, it'll start sizzling. Once it starts sizzling, you're good to go. Oil's all ready, so we're going to put the minced garlic in, start to get that getting brown. Turn this back so I'm not burning myself. There we go. Knife. Oh yeah, you can smell that garlic. And we're going to put that one piece in that we chopped up. Get yourself a wooden spatula. It's going to be easier to break up that sausage with a wooden spatula. If you don't have one, that's okay. It's going to be a little bit tougher. Now we're just going to get this garlic to be a golden brown color. There we go. So now once you got some brownage going on here, we're going to take our onions and peppers. Careful, it's going to spit. Right in. Toss this around, be very careful, go slow if you're not comfortable doing this. Go slow. You don't need to start a fire with that oil. And if you do start a fire, get some salt and put it out that way. Water will just make it spread. What I want to try to do is move it around as much so all the oil gets on as much of these veggies as possible. And we're basically going to let this simmer for a little bit until the onions get a little translucent. They're white right now. They're going to turn a little bit more of a clear color here in a little bit. Okay, now that we have our onions and peppers, we're going to add that sausage right on top. There we go. And you got to get your hands a little dirty again. And we're just going to kind of mix it in. Flip it around. Be very careful around the edges. You don't want that oil getting on the outside and into a burner.
And with a wooden spatula, you can break it up even more by pressing down on it, on the sausage. You got it mixed up good. You're going to put a cover on it. That way the heat will trap in and stay in. And you're probably going to let this go for a few minutes. You want the sausage to be brown. You don't want any more pink showing on the outsides. Be careful when you're taking this lid off. Make sure you're using an oven mitt, or if you don't have an onion mitt, you can always use a dish rag or a washcloth or something. Just fold the dish rag, put it on the top. You don't want to burn your hands. Sausage is browned. You don't need to drain this. You're going to use all the juices. Kicking this up on high. Now, what's really interesting is that you have to cook this with a pasta sauce for 13 minutes, which also you have to cook the noodles for 13 minutes, so it works out. Now, when you're removing the lid from the pot, be very careful. You got steam. You don't want to get steam burns all over yourself. We're gonna pop these in. Rigatoni. I'm gonna put some rigatoni in there. Get a spoon. After you put it in there, there we go. Like an idiot. I got splashed. Hot water all over me. You want to stir this up because it's going to clump if you don't. I usually use traditional tomato sauce. You can use anything you want. I usually hit the bottom. It's going to put pressure on the top. It's a little bit easier. And we're going to drop the lid like an idiot. Put that sauce right in there. Now, because I'm pretty cheap, I don't want to waste all that sauce. Put a little bit of water in there. Put the cap back on. And shake it up. Just a little bit of water will get rest that sauce out. And we're going to stir this in. Be very careful. Turn your heat back a little bit if you have to. As you work from the outside, push in. That way you're not pushing to the inside out and having shit go on the outside, or your stuff going outside of the pan. Okay, so now keep this on medium to medium low. And if you've cooked with spaghetti sauce before, you're going to know it's going to start boiling over and getting all over the place. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our lid and put it on the top. That way it keeps most of that in there. Stir your noodles here and there. It's clumpy. They're not going to cook all the way. Give that a good stir. Start our timer. 13 minutes. Okay, 13 minutes is almost done. You want to keep moving this sauce around. You don't want it to burn. This looks ready. Noodles are ready, so you're going to have to drain those. Take our noodles over to the sink, put them in a colander, put the noodles back in the pot. This mitt, and we're going to put this in the pot. Okay. Slowly add it. You don't want it to go all over the place. Get all that sauce in there. And we're just going to stir this around. I usually like trying to take the noodles from the bottom and going up. Be very careful so you're not flinging it up in the air and getting stuff all dirty and getting all over the place. Okay, so let's get this plated up. Smells great, looks great. Those red peppers come out really good. You can use any other kind of peppers. But this next part is totally optional to you. And let's put some parsley on that. It's fresh parsley. I'm going to chop it up here. Watch your fingers. Sausage rigatoni. It's really good dinner. Hope you enjoy it. Please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please click on the blue flame in the bottom right of this video. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the meal.